Around this time last night, House Republicans on the House Oversight Committee held a sham hearing related to their bad faith attempt to get their hands on audio recordings of Special Counsel Robert Hur's interviews with President Biden. So they want to hold the Attorney General of the United States in contempt for not giving in to their ridiculous demands, even though the White House has already exerted executive privilege over that audio. And if all that was not embarrassing enough, the reason they held the hearing at 8 p.m. at night instead of normal business hours was because a bunch of Republicans on that committee spent their afternoon here in New York at Donald Trump's Manhattan criminal trial. But things get even worse, because once they actually held the hearing, the entire proceeding was derailed by Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, debasing both herself and the institution of Congress itself.
I'd like to know if any of the Democrats on this committee are employing Judge Merchan's daughter.
Please tell me what that has to do with Merrick Garland.
Is she a porn star?
Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order, Mr. Chairman.
That's beneath even you.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
What now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
Congressman Robert Garcia is a Democrat of California who serves on the Oversight Committee, where he watched all that unfold last night. Congressman, so good to see you. You were in the hearing last night. I know how it looked and felt as we watched it unfold. What was it like in the room, and what do you make of the Republican theatrics?
I mean, first, let's be really, really clear. This was 100% Marjorie Taylor Greene and her entire clown show in the Oversight Committee. It was really hard to watch, and she disparaged Congresswoman Crockett. She disparaged Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez. James Comer did absolutely nothing to stop this madness, and that's what I think what's the most frustrating is he just let the thing go on and on and on. We can't even get to real oversight. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene has turned the Congress into this huge joke. She's attacking the way members look, the way that they dress. We already know that this whole impeachment, this whole investigation is a sham. And let's not forget why we were there so late at night. The hearing was actually scheduled for 11 a.m. in the day, but they canceled it and moved it to the nighttime because all those committee members wanted to be at the Donald Trump trial in New York, missing votes during the day instead of actually having the hearing. And so this is completely on them. Marjorie Taylor Greene, by the way, should be removed from all committees, and the Oversight Committee's got to get back to work.
There's one name you did not name check, Congressman, and that is Lauren Boebert. I want to play an exchange that you had with the Congresswoman last night. Take a listen.
We know that Trump's public statements have been crazy and incoherent for years. And we know that he is too tired and sleepy to stay awake through his own criminal trial. It's not President Biden who's not sharp. It's, in fact, Donald Trump.
Mr. Garcia, maybe you could just lift up that picture of our President Trump sleeping. As you say, I think he's praying. But if he is sleeping, you know, he certainly looks pretty while he sleeps.
Congressman, you think that Donald Trump was deep in prayer?
Absolutely not. We know first he's not a religious man. That was bizarre. I mean, Ms. Boebert, of course, went on this whole tirade about Donald Trump actually praying, that he actually is not sleeping during the court trial. We know that the New York Times, the New York Post, NBC, Forbes, all outlets have reported that Donald Trump has actually been asleep sometimes for long periods of time during his court trial. And that's what we were pointing out, is the hypocrisy that the court case of where Donald Trump is sleeping, as we all know, is a serious issue. What they're trying to do is say that somehow President Biden is too tired or too old, or somehow he's not mentally all there all the time, which we all know is complete baloney. And even Robert Hur, who actually we were supposed to be investigating, has said so, right? There's zero evidence there. And so this was a complete joke. Donald Trump's been sleeping in his case, and Lauren Boebert knows that.
I just want to put all of this in the context of why, at least I think it matters. It was really well articulated by Ruth Ben-Ghiat, who's often on this network and is an expert on authoritarianism. And she notes, quote, "The goal is to obstruct governance. Distraction and information warfare are Marjorie Taylor Greene's aims. Oversight is lethal to authoritarians on principle. Government oversight, key to a healthy democracy." What we are watching unfold in your committee, it would seem to me even bigger and more nefarious than any single exchange.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, I think we should be really, really clear that oversight is a critical function of government, especially when you have authoritarian governments, especially when you have folks like Donald Trump. And so the fact that we actually cannot conduct business, the fact that we can't be investigating why Jared Kushner received $2 billion from the Saudis, the fact that we don't know why Donald Trump is promising oil executives tax breaks and incentives, that's real oversight. But folks like Marjorie Taylor Greene don't want real oversight. They want chaos. They want to protect Donald Trump, and that's bad for democracy, and it's something we should be very concerned about.